Good afternoon, everyone. Today I want to share with you a principle that will transform your life. It is a principle that has shaped the destinies of the great achievers and innovators throughout history, a principle that governs the manifestation of your deepest desires and visions. This principle is simple. Do not share your plan for 2025. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can I achieve greatness if I don't tell others about my plan? How will people know my vision if I keep it to myself? But I ask you to pause for a moment and consider this. Your vision is a gift, personal, unique, and sacred. It is a reflection of the potential within you, something that no one else can see the way you do. Your vision is not for the world to see yet. It is for you to nurture and protect. Vision, true vision, is always born from within. It cannot be understood by those who have not experienced your journey. It cannot be evaluated by those who are not walking in your shoes. So when you share your vision too soon, you risk allowing the world to contaminate it with its doubt, its limitations, and its fears. These voices, though they may come from a place of love or concern, are not the voices of your purpose. Guard your vision as you would a precious seed. You wouldn't take a newly planted seed and expose it to harsh winds or to the eyes of everyone who might judge it before it's had a chance to grow strong. Likewise, your plans for the future need the protection of silence. Let them develop in peace, away from the distractions of external opinion. Not everyone will understand your plan, and that's okay. Their inability to comprehend does not diminish the greatness of your vision. It simply means that your journey is uniquely yours. You must continue on the path, even when others do not see what you see. When you share your plans too early, you invite the energy of doubt into your life. Doubt can be contagious. One skeptical question, one uncertain comment can cause your mind to waver and your commitment to weaken. The more you share, the more you expose yourself to the possibility of being swayed. And when doubt enters, it robs you of your momentum. Protect your purpose. It is yours and yours alone. Do not let the opinions of others dilute it. The world will know your vision, not by the words you speak, but by the actions you take. Your success will not come from talking about it. It will come from doing it. Let your actions speak for themselves. When the time is right and the plan is fully formed, then and only then will you reveal it to the world. Until then, stay focused. Work tirelessly. Build your vision in the quiet spaces of your mind and in the silent hours of your day. You see, there is an element of surprise in success. The greatest achievements often come without warning. The world is not prepared for what you are about to do. So protect the surprise. Let your plan unfold with strength. And when the time comes to reveal it, people will be in awe of your work. Do not seek praise before the work is done. When you share your vision too early, you may start to seek validation from others instead of focusing on the task at hand. Keep your focus on the process, the effort, the discipline. The praise will come, but only after you have completed the work. Understand that time will tell. The universe has its own timing. It will unfold your vision when the conditions are right. Trust the process. Believe in your ability to manifest what you have already envisioned. And remember, when your plan is realized, the world will recognize it for what it truly is. extraordinary. So I urge you today, do not share your plan for 2025. Keep it close, protect it, and let it grow in the fertile soil of your dedication and discipline. In time, it will stand tall for all to see, and they will know that your vision was worth the wait. Vision is deeply personal. It begins as an internal spark, an idea that is uniquely yours, birthed from your experiences, your desires, and your understanding of the world. It is not something that can be fully shared or completely understood by others right away, because it is an expression of who you are, of your soul's longing and purpose. This vision is not for everyone to see, discuss, or comment on before it has had the chance to mature. It is something that exists within you far before it is seen on the outside, and this internal connection is vital for its growth. When we share our vision too early, we risk allowing others to influence or even distort the essence of it. We give them the power to impose their doubts, limitations, and fears on something that is meant to push boundaries, challenge norms, and transform lives. Vision is not something that can be fully captured by the limitations of someone else's perspective, no matter how well-intentioned they may be. And so we must protect this sacred trust. Our vision needs room to breathe and evolve without the constant interference of external voices. At the heart of your vision lies a deeply personal understanding of the future. It's the result of your introspection, your personal growth, and your alignment with something greater than yourself. To share it before it has matured is to expose it to elements that may not understand its full potential. Just as a seed requires time to take root, grow, and break through the surface to reach the sunlight, your vision needs time to grow strong in the quiet space of your heart. This personal vision of yours is a reflection of your deepest aspirations, and no one else can see it exactly the way you do. Others may be able to offer guidance, suggestions, or even encouragement, but they cannot truly comprehend the path you must walk. They are not the ones who will experience the highs and lows of that journey. They're not the ones who will feel the energy or urgency you feel deep inside. It is personal because it is your story, your calling, your future waiting to unfold. Silence is not an absence of sound, but a powerful force that holds tremendous potential. In a world filled with noise, distractions, and constant chatter, silence becomes a sanctuary for the mind and soul. It is in the quiet moments that we connect most deeply with our true selves, with the vision that resides within us. Silence allows us to hear the whispers of our own hearts, to tune up the external world long enough to understand our purpose and direction. When you embrace silence, you create a space for your ideas to form without the interference of outside influences. In that stillness, your mind is free to focus, to plan, and to refine the vision that has been given to you. The world is full of opinions and advice, some well-meaning and others not so. But in silence, you become attuned only to the guidance that comes from within, the voice of your own wisdom, the voice that knows the way forward. The external noise fades, and only the clarity of your purpose remains. Silence protects you from the rush to validate your ideas before they are ready. It allows your vision to grow organically without the pressure of seeking approval or explaining yourself. When you're constantly sharing your ideas, there's a tendency to seek reassurance from others. This can distract you from the path you need to take. But in silence, you are free from the burden of others' expectations and doubts. You can focus on the process, on the work that is required to bring your vision to life without the added stress of trying to justify or defend it. The power of silence also lies in its ability to shield you from negativity When you share your plans too early, you open yourself up to criticism, skepticism, and the judgments of those who do not fully understand your journey. These voices can sometimes create doubt, erode your confidence, and slow your progress. Silence allows you to keep your plans and your dreams safe until you are ready to share them, until they have reached a point where they are strong enough to withstand scrutiny. In silence, you gain the strength to stay grounded in your vision. It helps you resist the urge to over-explain or overshare, which often leads to confusion or dilution of the original idea. Silence allows you to be selective with whom you share your thoughts, ensuring that those who are privy to your plans are those who will add value, not disrupt the flow of your purpose. It is through this practice of quiet focus and intentional solitude that you will find the clarity needed to move forward with confidence. Silence also cultivates patience. The world is often in a hurry, but when you are able to embrace the stillness, you are reminded that everything unfolds in its own time. The process of creation, of manifestation, takes time. There is no need to rush, no need to shout about your plans before they have fully taken shape. In silence, you learn to trust the natural rhythm of life and allow your vision to materialize at its own pace without force or haste. The power of silence is the power of self-control. It's the ability to hold on to your vision with integrity, to keep it safe until it is ready to be shared with the world. It's the ability to say no to distractions and to focus your energy on what truly matters. In silence, you find the space to grow, to create, and to become the person capable of bringing your vision to life. Your potential is one of the most precious gifts you possess. It is the latent power within you, waiting to be awakened, developed, and expressed. It is a force that, if left unprotected, can easily be overshadowed by external pressures, distractions, and the negativity of others. Guarding your potential is not about hiding it or keeping it locked away in fear. It is about protecting the environment that allows it to flourish and grow into its full capacity. Your potential is something that needs careful nurturing, focused attention, and above all, respect for its power and its purpose. When you expose your potential too early, you risk allowing others to diminish it. People often understand the fullness of what you are capable of, and they may project their own fears or limitations onto a vision. When you open yourself up too soon to outside judgment, you might unintentionally allow others to place restrictions on what you believe is possible for you. Their words, whether they come from a place of concern or skepticism, can plant seeds of doubt in your mind. And once doubt enters, it can weaken the resolve and clarity needed to fully realize your potential. The more you share, the more you expose yourself to the risk of having your potential compromised by someone else's narrow perspective. Your potential is not meant to be a public spectacle before it is time. Just as a seed must be protected from harsh elements as it begins to grow, your potential needs to be shielded from negativity and premature exposure. It is something that requires solitude and the space to evolve before it is revealed. Guarding your potential means you must cultivate an inner sanctuary, a place where your thoughts can be nurtured and your actions can align with the vision you've set. This allows you to stay true to your course, free from the distractions of the world. When you guard your potential, you also protect the energy required to manifest it. Energy is a finite resource. Every time you share your plans before they are ready, You expend energy on justifying, defending, and seeking validation. This energy is better spent on refining your plans, improving your skills, and strengthening your resolve. When you speak too soon about what you intend to do, you risk wasting valuable energy on things that are not yet necessary. Energy that could otherwise be directed toward tangible action and progress. By guarding your potential, you are also preventing premature exposure to failure. Failure is an inevitable part of growth, but when you are still in the early stages of developing your vision, you don't need the weight of failure to publicly define you. If you share your plans before they are fully realized, you risk creating expectations that may not yet align with the reality of your journey. People may judge you based on where you are now, not where you're headed. They may not see the growth, the struggle, and the refinement that happens behind closed doors. And when you don't meet their expectations, you could internalize their disappointment, potentially halting your progress. Guarding your potential is also a form of self-respect. It is the acknowledgement that the power within you is sacred, not to be used recklessly or hastily. Your potential deserves to be developed with care, patience, and deliberate action. This means that you must protect your time, your thoughts, and your energy from anything that does not align with a manifestation of your greatest purpose. The people you choose to share your plans with, the environment you immerse yourself in, and the actions you take must all contribute to the growth of your potential, not hinder it. There is a certain discipline that comes with guarding your potential. It requires patience, self-awareness, and the wisdom to know when to speak and when to stay silent. It requires the maturity to understand that not everyone is in a position to support your growth, and not everyone is capable of seeing the vision you are working toward. Protecting your potential means learning when to say no, when to withdraw, and when to focus on the quiet work that is necessary to make your vision a reality. In the end, the act of guarding your potential is an act of self-love. It is an understanding that you are worthy of the time, effort, and attention required to realize your true purpose. By protecting your potential, you are committing to yourself, to the journey ahead, and to the greatness that lies within you. You are acknowledging that your vision is valuable, and that only when the time is right will you allow it to be shared with the world. Until then, you nurture it in silence, in solitude, and in protection, so that when it is ready, it will emerge stronger, more powerful, and more impactful than ever before. Not everyone will understand your vision, and that is perfectly okay. Your vision is a unique product of your experiences, your values, and your personal understanding of the world. It is shaped by the path you've walked, the challenges you've faced, and the dreams that have been placed deep within your heart. It's a vision that has been crafted specifically for you, not for the world to immediately comprehend. People can only see what they have experienced, and often they will filter your vision through the lens of their own limitations and biases. They may not understand the depth or the significance of what you see because they have not lived your life. They have not felt the stirring of your passion, and they have not encountered the obstacles that have shaped your perspective. When you share your vision with others, it's important to remember that their response is often more about their own worldview than about your vision itself. They may not recognize the power of what you see because they do not have the same awareness, knowledge, or foresight. They may question your dreams or offer advice based on what they think is practical or achievable. Yet their understanding is rooted in their own experiences, not yours. They may not have the same belief in what's possible because they haven't been in your shoes or been guided by the same inner calling. And while some will be supportive, many will not fully grasp the magnitude of what you're working toward. This is why it's essential to protect your vision. Not everyone is meant to understand it at the beginning stages. There are moments in the life of any dream where it is too fragile, too young to withstand the scrutiny or the doubt of others. If you share it too soon, you risk planting seeds of doubt in your own mind. People's lack of understanding can make you question your path, your choices, and your worth. Instead of allowing this uncertainty to derail you, you must learn to discern who is truly capable of supporting your vision and who simply cannot see it. Your vision is personal, and it's meant to be nurtured and developed in its own time. Not everyone is called to walk with you on this journey, and that's a truth you must accept. Those who do understand and believe in your vision will be there when it is time to share it fully. But until then, the majority of people may not be in a position to offer the encouragement or validation you might seek. Their lack of understanding is not a reflection of the worth of your vision. It is simply a reflection of their perspective. They may not see what you see because they are not walking the same path, nor have they received the same guidance or inspiration. Sometimes the lack of understanding comes from a place of fear. People are often afraid of what they do not understand. They may feel threatened by the boldness of your vision or uncomfortable with the risks you're willing to take. It's easier to dismiss something that challenges the status quo or makes others question their own choices. People may project their own fears onto your dream, warning you against taking the steps you know you must take, or entertain visions of your path that they are knowing that you must take. But the reality is that the world is full of dreamers and visionaries who were misunderstood in their time, yet who, in hindsight, are now celebrated for their breakthroughs. It is in the space of misunderstanding that greatness is often born. You must come to terms with the fact that your vision is yours alone. The responsibility to bring it into reality rests solely on your shoulders. When you seek understanding from others too early, you open yourself up to unnecessary influence. Their doubt may delay your progress or cause you to abandon your path altogether. But when you embrace the truth that not everyone will understand, you free yourself from the burden of needing approval. This freedom allows you to focus solely on the pursuit of your purpose without the distraction of trying to make others see what you see. It's also important to remember that understanding can come later. People who do not understand your vision now may come to see it in time. As your actions begin to speak louder than words, as your progress becomes undeniable, others will begin to recognize the power and the significance of what you're doing. And those who once doubted may eventually become your greatest supporters, seeing how your vision has manifested in ways they never expected. But this understanding will only come when your vision is strong enough to withstand the initial doubt and misunderstanding. So trust in your vision even when others do not. Understand that it doesn't need to be validated by anyone but you. It is a reflection of your deepest calling, and as such it will unfold at the right time. Be patient with the process and continue to move forward, even when you are met with confusion or opposition. Your vision is a unique gift to the world, and it will find its way to those who are meant to understand it in the right moment. Until then, keep moving forward with confidence, knowing that not everyone is meant to understand your vision now, but that doesn't make it any less powerful or valid. Doubt is one of the most insidious forces that can undermine progress, creativity, and the realization of potential. It doesn't always come as a loud, blaring voice, but rather as a subtle whisper that questions your ability, your decisions, and your vision. It starts small, just a flicker of uncertainty. But if left unchecked, it can grow into a powerful and paralyzing force that drains your energy and distracts you from your true purpose. The energy of doubt is dangerous because it's contagious. When you allow it to take root within you, it spreads to your thoughts, your actions, and ultimately your results. Doubt is an energy that saps the momentum of your vision. The moment you begin to question whether you are capable of achieving your goals, whether your dream is too big or too far-fetched, you begin to diminish the force that propels you forward. Every time you entertain doubt, you weaken your resolve, slow your progress, and divert your focus from the essential work at hand. Instead of taking bold steps toward your future, you begin to hesitate, to second guess, and to wonder if you should even continue at all. Doubt creates confusion and makes the path ahead seem uncertain, causing you to stall or even retreat in the face of challenges. The longer you let it linger, the more energy you lose in the process. What makes doubt so powerful is that it is not always a reflection of the reality of your situation. It's an internal battle that has little to do with the actual possibilities before you and everything to do with your perception. The mind can magnify uncertainty, turning a small obstacle into an insurmountable barrier. You start to see risks as insurmountable challenges and failures as definitive endings, instead of valuable lessons or stepping stones toward your success. The more you entertain the energy of doubt, the more your perception becomes clouded, and the harder it becomes to move forward with clarity and confidence. Doubt also attracts external influences that feed into it. When you share your plans or dreams with others, and they respond with skepticism, concern, or questions about the practicality of your vision, it can give that doubt a form of validation. You may find yourself questioning your vision even more, not because it is flawed, but because you've allowed the doubt of others to influence your thinking. The energy of doubt grows when it finds an external source of reinforcement. And so the more you expose your vision to those who cannot see it, the more likely it is that their doubt will seep into your own mind, making it harder to stay focused and trust in your ability to succeed. This is why it's so important to protect your vision from unnecessary exposure to doubt. The earlier you share your ideas with those who cannot support them, the more likely it is that you will allow their energy to seep into your own. People who are not aligned with your journey or who have not experienced the same drive may inadvertently plant seeds of doubt that begin to grow within you. If your vision is still in its infancy, fragile and vulnerable, it needs to be nurtured in an environment free of negativity. You must guard it carefully, creating a space where doubt has no place, so that it can gain strength and clarity before it is exposed to the world. Even the internal energy of doubt can be avoided by focusing on your purpose and aligning your actions with it. When you keep your attention fixed on the work ahead and you commit to taking action regardless of how uncertain things may seem, you diminish the power that doubt holds over you. Action is one of the most effective antidotes to doubt. The more you do, the more evidence you have that you are capable, that you are progressing, and that your vision is real. Each step forward, no matter how small, builds your confidence and weakens the grip that doubt has on you. But what happens when doubt does arise, as it inevitably will? It's important to acknowledge that doubt is a natural part of the human experience. Every person who has ever set out to achieve something great has faced moments of doubt. It's not the presence of doubt that determines your success. It's how you respond to it. You must recognize it for what it is, a passing energy that does not define your truth. You must learn to recognize when doubt is attempting to steal your momentum and consciously shift your focus back to your vision, your goals, and the belief that you are capable of overcoming whatever challenges lie ahead. Doubt has no power unless you give it power. It thrives when you allow it to dominate your thoughts, dictate your actions, and shape your perspective. But you have the ability to challenge it. The more you refuse to engage with it, the more it loses its influence over you. Doubt may always come knocking, but it's up to you whether or not you allow it to stay. And the more you choose to ignore it, the less energy it will have to drain from your potential. You have to acknowledge the biggest fallacy in human history. Doubt must be exposed. The master will no longer serve you. The subject skirmishes do not. The energy of doubt can be one of the greatest obstacles you face, but it can also be one of the most powerful teachers. It shows you where your inner strength is most vulnerable and provides an opportunity to reinforce your belief in yourself and your vision. When you face doubt, you're being given the chance to grow, to deepen your resolve, and to prove to yourself that you are capable of far more than you initially believed. Doubt may always be present, but it does not have to control you. You can choose to redirect your energy, focus on your purpose, and continue moving forward with the unwavering belief that your vision is real and achievable. Your purpose is the most profound guiding force in your life. It is the reason you wake up every morning, the driving force that shapes your decisions and actions. It is what fuels your passions, ignites your vision, and gives meaning to your journey. This purpose is something sacred, something that exists in the deepest parts of your being. It is the essence of who you are and what you are meant to bring into the world. Because of its significance, it requires protection. Your purpose is not a mere idea to be shared lightly or exposed carelessly. It is something to be safeguarded, nurtured, and honored. When you allow your purpose to be swayed by the opinions or criticisms of others, you weaken its power. People who do not understand your path or your mission may offer well-meaning advice, but often it is filtered through their own fears, doubts, and limited experiences. They may not see the full scope of your potential or understand the depths of what you are striving toward. If you open your purpose to too many voices too soon, you risk losing clarity and focus. Instead of being led by your true calling, you may begin to follow others' expectations or adopt goals that are not aligned with your true self. This can dilute your purpose and steer you away from your authentic path. Protecting your purpose also means being mindful of the environments you place yourself in. Certain people, situations, or environments can drain your energy and distract you from your mission. The company you keep is critical to your success, as their energy and mindset can either uplift or undermine you. Surrounding yourself with those who understand, support, and encourage your purpose is vital. These individuals act as shields, helping to deflect any negativity that might arise. Their belief in you strengthens your resolve and creates a protective boundary around your purpose. On the other hand, Environments that are filled with negativity, toxicity, or a lack of understanding will only pull you further away from your true direction. Protection of your purpose means that you must also be vigilant about the way you speak about it. Words are powerful. They have the ability to inspire or to discourage. When you talk about your purpose with others, you are allowing them to shape their perception of it. Sharing it too prematurely or with people who are not capable of truly understanding it can expose it to doubt, skepticism, or even ridicule. And once your purpose has been exposed to such energies, it can be difficult to restore the same sense of clarity and confidence that it once had. It's not that you should hide your purpose, but rather that you must be selective about when, how, and with whom you share it. Let it grow in strength and conviction before you expose it to the outside world. Sometimes protecting your purpose means choosing solitude over external validation. The world often encourages you to seek approval, to ask for permission, or to conform to the expectations of others. But your purpose is not something that requires permission. It is an innate part of you that is calling you to take bold steps forward. When you start seeking validation from others, you risk compromising your purpose to fit into their vision of what's possible or acceptable. But when you trust your own inner guidance and follow the direction that feels true to you, you align yourself with your purpose in its purest form. You do not need to convince anyone of its worth. You simply need to honor it by living it out. To protect your purpose is to protect your focus. Distractions are abundant, and in today's world, the noise is deafening. It's easy to get sidetracked by the demands of life, by what other people expect of you, or by the pressure to meet societal standards of success. But your purpose is not bound by these external definitions. It exists outside of the world's expectations. To stay aligned with your purpose, you must learn to ignore the distractions that pull you away from what matters most. This requires discipline, commitment, and the ability to say no to things that are not in alignment with your goals. Every time you say yes to something that does not serve your purpose, you are diluting your focus and moving further away from the life you're meant to create. Protecting your purpose also means being willing to make sacrifices. There will be times when you must give up things that are familiar, comfortable, or even enjoyable in order to stay on course. There may be relationships that no longer serve you, habits that hold you back, or opportunities that, while enticing, would ultimately lead you off track. Sacrifice does not mean deprivation. It is a conscious choice to preserve your energy and resources for what truly matters. It is about being discerning with where you invest your time, effort, and heart. The deeper your connection to your purpose, the easier it becomes to recognize what is worth keeping and what must be let go. Protecting your purpose requires you to guard your mindset. Doubt, fear, and insecurity are constant companions on the journey to fulfilling your purpose. But these emotions do not have to dominate your experience. It is vital to nurture a mindset that is resilient, confident, and rooted in the belief that your purpose is valid and worthy. You must actively cultivate thoughts that support your vision and dismiss the ones that undermine it. Surround yourself with positive affirmations, reminders of your progress, and a vision of the future you are working to create. The more you can protect your mind from the seeds of doubt and fear, the more clearly you will see your path forward. To protect your purpose is to protect the very essence of who you are. It's an act of self-respect, of honoring the calling that has been placed within you. It requires patience, focus, and the ability to discern what is truly valuable in your life. By guarding your purpose, you give it the space it needs to grow, evolve, and manifest in the world. And when the time comes to share it, to bring it into the light for others to witness, it will be ready, strong, fully formed, and powerful in its expression. Protecting your purpose ensures that you stay true to yourself, your vision, and the mission you are meant to fulfill. It's an investment in your future, in the impact you are destined to make, and in the legacy you will leave behind. The element of surprise is one of the most powerful tools in any journey of growth, achievement, or transformation. It is an unpredictable force that can disrupt the expected, challenge the status quo, and propel you forward in ways that planning and strategy alone cannot. The beauty of surprise lies in its ability to shift the dynamics of a situation, to bring about outcomes that would have been impossible to anticipate or control. It introduces an energy that awakens curiosity, fuels creativity, and drives change. When you set out to accomplish something significant, it is often easy to fall into the trap of planning everything with meticulous precision. You can outline every step, account for every possible obstacle, and predict every outcome. While preparation is essential, it is the unexpected twists and turns, the moments that lie outside of your control, that often lead to the most profound breakthroughs. The element of surprise teaches you that while you can plan, you cannot always anticipate the path or the timing of your success. Life has a way of throwing curveballs, and it is in those moments of surprise that you are often pushed to grow beyond what you believed was possible. One of the reasons surprise is so powerful is that it forces you to adapt. It challenges your assumptions and pushes you out of your comfort zone. When things unfold in a way that is unexpected, it forces you to think on your feet, to reevaluate your strategies, and to be resourceful. This level of adaptability builds strength and resilience, qualities that are essential for success. When you embrace surprise as an opportunity rather than something to fear, you become more agile, more open to new possibilities, and more willing to step into the unknown. Instead of being intimidated by change, you begin to see it as a catalyst for growth, an invitation to evolve. The element of surprise can also create a sense of momentum, propelling you forward with renewed energy and enthusiasm. There is something electrifying about the unexpected. It shakes you from complacency and reminds you that there is always more at play than you can see in any given moment. Surprise brings with it a sense of wonder, a reminder that the universe is working in ways beyond your comprehension. It ignites your imagination and keeps you engaged in the process, helping you stay connected to your purpose, even when things don't go as planned. When you experience a surprise, you are reminded that there is magic in the unknown. And it is often in those moments of uncertainty that the most profound shifts occur. Surprise also creates opportunities for innovation. When things do not go according to plan, when the path before you takes an unexpected turn, it forces you to think outside of the box. You are no longer confined to the limits of your original blueprint. You begin to experiment, explore new ideas, and discover alternative routes to success. This openness to the unexpected often leads to breakthroughs. Ideas or solutions that would never have come about if everything had gone according to your original vision. The unexpected is where creativity thrives, where new methods are born, and where progress accelerates. The element of surprise strips away the rigid constraints of your expectations and opens up a world of possibility that you hadn't considered. It is important to recognize that surprise isn't just a positive force. It can also come in forms that challenge you. Not every surprise will be something you immediately celebrate or embrace. There will be moments when the unexpected feels like a setback, a disappointment, or even a failure. However, it is in these moments that the true power of surprise reveals itself. Challenges and setbacks, though initially unpleasant, often lead to growth and learning. They push you to dig deeper, to reflect on your choices, and to find new ways of moving forward. Sometimes the greatest surprises come in the form of adversity, and it is how you respond to that adversity that shapes your success. You learn to see these surprises not as barriers, but as stepping stones that propel you to even greater heights. When you incorporate the element of surprise into your life, you also allow room for wonder and awe. Life becomes less predictable, more full of possibilities. The element of surprise reminds you that not everything has to be figured out ahead of time, and that some of the most rewarding experiences come from spontaneity, from the things you didn't expect but are grateful for when they happen. It encourages you to embrace uncertainty, to welcome the unknown, and to stay open to the gifts that life has yet to reveal. As you move forward with your plans and visions, you learn to balance preparation with flexibility, knowing that sometimes the greatest opportunities arise when you least expect them. At its core, the element of surprise reminds us of the beauty of not knowing. While it is natural to want to plan, predict, and control every aspect of our journey, the truth is that the most remarkable achievements often come from the things we couldn't have predicted. Surprise adds a sense of adventure and excitement to life, encouraging us to take risks, explore new paths, and trust in the process. It challenges us to step into the unknown with faith, knowing that while we may not always have control over what happens next, we always have the power to respond and adapt. The unexpected becomes an invitation to grow, to innovate, and to embrace the infinite possibilities that lie beyond our current understanding. Focusing on the process rather than seeking external praise is one of the most important shifts you can make in your journey towards success and fulfillment. It is natural for people to desire recognition for their efforts, to want validation for the work they put in, and to seek acknowledgement for their achievements. Praise feels good. It boosts your confidence, affirms your choices, and gives you a sense of accomplishment. However, when you become fixated on the praise, you begin to lose sight of the true value of your journey. The process, not the recognition, is what shapes you, refines you, and ultimately brings you closer to your vision. The external approval may come and go, but the strength you build by focusing on the process is what stays with you, growing stronger and more resilient as you move forward. The process is where true growth happens. It's in the daily efforts, the small steps, the struggles, and the lessons learned along the way. It's the consistency, the persistence, and the determination that build a foundation for success. If you focus too much on the end goal or on the praise you might receive, you miss out on the invaluable experiences and wisdom gained during the journey. You begin to seek shortcuts to try and rush through the hard work in order to reach the moment of recognition. But success isn't just about reaching the destination, it's about who you become in the process. The process is where your skills are honed, your character is tested, and your true potential is realized. It's where the small decisions you make each day shape the future you are building. By embracing the process and dedicating yourself to it, you strengthen your foundation and deepen your understanding of what it takes to succeed. The moment you focus more on the praise than the process, you risk becoming dependent on external validation. You begin to make decisions based on what will gain you approval rather than what is truly aligned with your values and purpose. Praise, when it comes, may feel good temporarily, but if it becomes your primary motivation, it will distort your choices and lead you to seek recognition for its own sake. When your focus is on the process, you make decisions based on long-term goals, internal growth, and the desire to improve, rather than on the fleeting rewards of external approval. You learn to be driven by your inner conviction and your vision, not by the applause of others. In this way, your sense of self-worth is no longer dependent on the opinions of others. It is rooted in your dedication to your craft, your ability to learn, and your commitment to your purpose. Focusing on the process helps you stay grounded. The more you chase after praise, the more you allow the opinions of others to dictate your emotional state, you become vulnerable to the highs and lows of external recognition, feeling elated when praised but deflated when overlooked. The process, however, is consistent. It is the daily practice, the effort, and the commitment that don't fluctuate with the approval or disapproval of others. When you focus on the process, you place your energy in something you can control, your actions, your mindset, and your progress. You measure success not by the external markers of recognition, but by the satisfaction of knowing you have given your best, that you have stayed true to your purpose, and that you are continually growing. This grounding force ensures that you remain steady, even in the face of challenges, because your sense of accomplishment is no longer tied to praise, but to your own intrinsic satisfaction. Focusing on the process allows you to develop patience and resilience. When the recognition doesn't come as quickly as you might hope, or when your efforts seem to go unnoticed, the process is what keeps you going. You understand that success is not an instant gratification experience. It's built over time with countless hours of work, learning, and adapting. When you keep your attention on the process, you develop the patience to continue moving forward even when immediate rewards are not forthcoming. You learn that persistence, not praise, is the true measure of progress. The process gives you the space to fail, to learn from your mistakes, and to improve. In focusing on this, you become more resilient, less easily discouraged by setbacks, and more committed to staying the course regardless of external outcomes. Another benefit of focusing on the process is that it helps you stay in the present moment. When you are constantly thinking about future praise or recognition, your attention is divided between the present moment and an imagined future that may or may not unfold as you expect. You become anxious about whether your work will be recognized or if it will lead to the desired outcome. Focusing on the process brings you back to the present, to what you can control right now. It shifts your attention from what might or might not happen to what is happening now, each step, each task, each moment of learning. This present Socrates mindset allows you to fully engage in the work and to appreciate the journey for what it is, rather than rushing through it in search of future rewards. It also deepens your sense of fulfillment as you learn to find satisfaction in the doing, in the becoming, rather than in the having or the achieving. When you focus on the process, you open yourself to a greater level of mastery. Mastery does not come from seeking praise or external validation. It comes from hours of practice, commitment, and a relentless focus on improving your craft. By dedicating yourself to the process, you allow yourself the time and space to refine your skills, to make mistakes, and to learn from them. The pursuit of mastery is not motivated by the applause of others. It is motivated by the deep desire to be the best version of yourself, to achieve excellence, and to make an impact. As you focus on the process, you move closer and closer to mastery. Not because you are seeking recognition, but because you are committed to the lifelong journey of improvement. When you make the process the center of your focus, praise becomes secondary. While recognition can be a beautiful byproduct of your hard work, it no longer holds the power to define your worth or your success. You become more rooted in the work itself, finding joy in the pursuit and growth rather than in the external validation. The process becomes its own reward, and through it, you will find a deeper sense of satisfaction, fulfillment, and ultimately, lasting success. External influences have the potential to distract you from your true path, your purpose, and the vision you are working to create. In a world that is constantly changing, filled with noise, opinions, and distractions, it is easy to become swept up by the opinions of others, societal expectations, and the pressure to conform. These influences can take many forms: well-meaning advice, social media trends, the demands of work or family, and even cultural narratives about what success should look like. While some external influences may seem harmless or even helpful, they can easily derail your focus and cause you to lose sight of what matters most to you. When you place too much importance on external validation, you risk letting others dictate your choices. Instead of trusting your own instincts and pursuing your own desires, you may find yourself making decisions based on what others think is best for you. This can be especially true when it comes to the people around you, family members, friends, mentors, and colleagues. While their opinions may be rooted in care or concern, they may not always understand your journey or your purpose. They may not see the full picture, and as a result, their advice may lead you down a path that is not aligned with your true self. When you start to seek approval or validation from others, it becomes easy to lose your authentic voice, trading your dreams for what others expect of you. The impact of social media can also be a major source of distraction. In a world where everything is visible, where success is often measured in likes, followers, and shares, it becomes tempting to compare yourself to others. Social media platforms create a curated version of reality, showing only the highlights of people's lives, their achievements, and their accomplishments. This constant comparison can make you feel like you are falling behind or not achieving as much as others. It can make you question whether your own path is valid or whether you should be doing something differently. The reality is that everyone's journey is unique. And comparing your behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel will only distract you from your own progress. To societal pressures, external influences can come in the form of distractions that keep you from staying focused on your goals. There are endless distractions in modern life: emails, phone notifications, news updates, and the demands of work and personal responsibilities. While some of these are necessary, they can easily pull your attention away from the task at hand. It becomes easy to get caught up in the urgency of external demands, giving your time and energy to things that do not contribute to your purpose. These distractions can trick you into thinking that you are being productive, when in reality, you are simply reacting to the noise around you instead of proactively working toward your goals. The more time you spend responding to external influences, the less time and energy you have to invest in what truly matters. Cultural narratives can also play a significant role in distracting you from your path. Society often tells us what success should look like, how much money we should make, the type of career we should have, the image we should project. These narratives create a blueprint that may not align with your own desires, yet they often become deeply ingrained in our consciousness. If you begin to measure your worth or success based on these societal standards, You may find yourself chasing goals that are not aligned with your true purpose. The pressure to conform to a predefined image of success can cloud your judgment and keep you from pursuing the vision that is uniquely yours. When you rely too heavily on external definitions of success, you can lose sight of the deeper fulfillment that comes from creating a life that reflects your values and passions. The need for external approval can also make it difficult to take risks. Fear of judgment, failure, or rejection can hold you back from stepping outside your comfort zone and pursuing what feels right for you. If you are constantly seeking approval from others, you may be less likely to make bold decisions or to take the chances necessary for growth. The desire to please others can keep you trapped in a cycle of safety, where you avoid doing anything that might be seen as unconventional, risky, or challenging. In order to truly grow and move toward your purpose, you must learn to silence the voices of doubt and judgment from external sources and trust in your ability to navigate the unknown. By focusing on your own vision and internal compass, you free yourself from the distractions of external judgment and can move forward with confidence. External influences are not inherently negative. Sometimes advice from others, societal trends, or moments of comparison can offer valuable insights. But when these influences begin to overshadow your own voice, when they cause you to question your worth or steer you off course, they become a distraction. The key is to stay rooted in your own sense of purpose, to trust in your own judgment, and to focus on what is truly important to you. By setting clear boundaries, practicing discernment, and learning to filter out the noise, you can protect your energy and stay focused on your goals. The most important thing is to develop an internal sense of direction that is unwavering, regardless of external influences. This requires cultivating self-awareness and confidence in your own decisions. When you understand your values, your passions, and your purpose, you become less susceptible to the distractions that come from outside forces. You learn to filter out the noise and stay focused on what matters most. External influences will always be present, but when you have a clear understanding of your path and a strong connection to your own vision, they lose their power to derail you. The more you trust in yourself and your journey, the less you allow the distractions of the outside world to pull you off course. Time is a force that, while often overlooked, has the power to reveal everything. In the rush to achieve, to make our mark, and to find success, we often forget the profound role that time plays in the process of growth, understanding, and fulfillment. It is easy to become impatient, to seek immediate results, or to wish for instant answers, especially when the world around us moves at a pace that encourages quick fixes and fast outcomes. However, it is in the passage of time that clarity emerges, wisdom develops, and the true nature of your efforts comes into focus. Time will tell everything. It is the ultimate test, the measure by which all things are proven. In the beginning, everything may seem uncertain. You may not see immediate results from your hard work, and the steps you take may not appear to be leading you anywhere. But with the passage of time, your actions compound, your growth becomes visible, and your understanding deepens. What seemed like a small, insignificant effort can, over time, turn into something monumental. The fruits of your labor are not always visible in the short term, and this can be discouraging. It can feel as though you are investing your energy without any tangible return. But time teaches patience. It teaches that what you sow in the present will eventually bloom in the future. The efforts you make today are seeds for tomorrow's harvest. And while the results may not always be immediate, they are assured with the passage of time. Time is also a healer. It has the ability to soothe wounds, ease pain, and bring perspective. When you face setbacks, disappointments, or challenges, it may feel as though you are stuck or that progress is impossible. The weight of failure or rejection can cloud your vision and make it difficult to see beyond the moment. But time has a way of offering clarity. As days turn into weeks and weeks turn into months, the emotions of the moment begin to fade and a sense of perspective emerges. What once felt like a setback may over time reveal itself to be a lesson, a gift, or an opportunity for growth. In the midst of struggle, time gives you the space to heal, to reflect, and to gain the understanding necessary to move forward with greater wisdom. Time provides the opportunity for true character to be revealed. You can only fake authenticity for so long. When you begin something new, whether it is a project, a business, or a relationship, it may be easy to present an ideal version of yourself, one that is polished and confident. However, time exposes what is real. Time tests your commitment, your resilience, and your ability to stay true to your values. As challenges arise and as obstacles present themselves, the true strength of your character is revealed. Over time, you cannot hide who you are or what you stand for. Your true self will eventually shine through, for better or for worse. This is why it is so important to build your foundation on authenticity, because time will eventually show whether your efforts were driven by sincerity or by superficial desires. Time has the power to help you discern the right path. Early on, you may not know exactly where you are going or what direction to take. You might make mistakes, take detours, and face moments of doubt. But as time passes, your journey will start to make sense. You will gain insight, uncover hidden truths, and recognize patterns that were not initially apparent. Time gives you the chance to course correct, to learn from your experiences, and to adjust your approach. What you thought was a failure in the beginning might eventually become the very lesson you needed to learn. Time helps you see that progress is not always linear. It may take unexpected turns, but those turns often reveal the richest experiences and the most important lessons. Time also exposes the depth of relationships. In the early stages of any relationship, whether personal or professional, it is easy to put on a mask, to show only the parts of yourself that you believe are acceptable or desirable. But as time goes on, the cracks begin to show, and the true nature of the relationship is revealed. Time tests the strength of bonds, revealing whether they are built on a solid foundation of trust, respect, and mutual understanding, or whether they are fragile and easily broken. In the same way, time tests your relationship with your own dreams and goals. At the outset, you may be enthusiastic and full of energy. But over time, you will face challenges that test your commitment. It is only after time has passed that you can truly know whether your intentions were pure, whether your drive is sustainable, and whether your vision can withstand the pressures of reality. Patience then becomes the key to unlocking the true power of time. When you rush through the process, when you try to force outcomes, you miss the gifts that time offers. By embracing time as a teacher, a healer, and a revealer, you begin to understand that everything unfolds in its own time. This doesn't mean being passive or inactive. Rather, it means trusting that in due course, the answers will come, the lessons will be learned, and the results will manifest. It is the ability to stay steady, to keep working, and to trust the process, even when immediate results are not visible. Over time, the efforts you make no matter how small, will accumulate and lead you to the place you are meant to be. In the end, time is the ultimate judge. It will tell you what is worth pursuing and what is not. It will reveal the depth of your commitment, the authenticity of your efforts, and the integrity of your actions. Time will show you whether you're on the right path or whether you need to adjust your course. Time will show whether your relationships are built on genuine connections or fleeting moments. Our today will expose your true character and allow you to see the real impact of your actions. When you trust in time, you trust in the natural unfolding of life, knowing that the answers, the success, and the fulfillment will come when the time is right. As we stand on the precipice of our journeys, let us remember that time is not something to be feared or rushed, but rather embraced and respected. It is time that will reveal the depth of our efforts, the strength of our character, and the true value of our commitments. Though we may face moments of doubt, impatience, and frustration, we must hold on to the understanding that time will tell. Time will shape us, refine us, and ultimately guide us to where we are meant to be. So, do not be discouraged by the quiet moments of progress or the slow unfolding of your dreams. Trust that every effort, no matter how small, is part of the greater picture that time is painting for you. Know that the struggles, the setbacks, and the victories are all part of the process that is revealing the fullness of your purpose. The true test of your success is not measured by the applause or recognition you receive along the way, but by the resilience and wisdom you develop as you move through time. Keep moving forward, remain patient, and trust in the unfolding of your path. Time will tell, and in the end, it will show you that everything you have worked for, every lesson you have learned, and every step you have taken was worth it.